Welcome back to The Best Years. From Thanksgiving through New Year's Day, it's easy to forget healthy eating habits and overindulge in heavy meals and too many tempting treats. Nutrition experts at Community Medical Center tell us how we can keep the holidays healthy and delicious.
It's the season of feasting, turkey with all the trimmings, desserts galore, and oh, that eggnog. Well, for most people, the winter holidays pack on a few extra pounds. To help us keep on track, registered dietitian Terry Risley from Community Medical Center has some great ideas on healthy holiday eating.
Food is everywhere during the holiday season, making it tough to stick to your healthful eating and exercise habits. By keeping focused, however, you can still enjoy the holidays without sacrificing your healthy lifestyle. First, make a decision on which foods are worth eating and which ones can be ignored, and stick to that decision. Next, don't go to a holiday party hungry. If you skip meals and arrive to a party starving, you'll be more likely to overindulge. Third, choose drinks like diet soda, water, light beer, or wine spritzers instead of high-calorie punches, eggnog, and mixed drinks, which can have up to 500 calories per serving. If you're hosting a party, include lower-calorie foods like fruit, vegetables, and lean meat. When you're the guest, bring a low-calorie dish to share.
Tom Yanisco, Certified Executive Chef and Director of Nutrition and Food Services at Community Medical Center, spoke with us on how we can make some of our favorite holiday recipes healthier without losing any of the flavor.
Traditional recipes have been handed down through the generations. Everyone is seeking the nostalgia of making their holiday dinner just the way Mom made it, or just like Grandma made it. Unfortunately, some of those recipes are not always the healthiest. With some minor modifications, we can take Mom's recipes and give them a healthier twist. Let's talk turkey and gravy, since they're bound to appear on one, if not all, of your holiday menus. Turkey is generally lean, and its flavor is only enhanced by great tasting gravy. Traditional gravies are formed with highly flavorful but high in fat pan drippings. This, along with added flour and stock or water, forms the foundation for a traditional gravy. The first thing I'm going to do is to take our turkey out of the pan, remove it from the pan. We're going to let our turkey rest over here so it'll be easy to carve later on. Notice in the pan how we have all these vegetables. I added carrots, onions, garlic, and celery to the bottom of our roasting pan. This is where a lot of the fat tends to accumulate since it renders from the skin as it cooks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be pouring off these drippings into this pan. So by doing so, removing the majority of the fat from the pan itself. If you have time, you can take these drippings and you can actually place them in the refrigerator in a little bowl or a Tupperware container. The fat will rise to the top. You can scrape that fat right off the top, and then you can use those additional drippings. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to turn the heat back on our burner to get this pan nice and hot. All of these caramelized things on the bottom of the pan are very flavorful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of white wine and deglaze the pan. At this point, I'm going to continue to scrape up all the drippings off the bottom of the pan. This is going to form the basis for your flavor and also add color to your gravy or your sauce. I'm leaving the vegetables in because later we'll be straining this gravy. Or you could take the vegetables and actually puree them and put them back into your sauce or gravy. At this point, I'm going to add a little bit of low-sodium chicken stock. You can make your own, or you can buy a low-sodium version in the grocery store. But just make sure you read the labels. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this to the boiling point. And while that's doing that, I've taken a little bit of cornstarch and water. I've combined them together, and this forms what's called a slurry, which is like a little cornstarch paste. This is what we're going to be using for our thickening mechanism instead of the traditional flour and butter, which is called a roux. The sauce thickens most effectively when it's closest to the boiling point. Now that my sauce has almost come to a boil, I'm going to add a little bit of cornstarch and stir it right into the pan drippings. As it heats up, it'll start to thicken. You can take it to the consistency that you're most comfortable with or that you desire. For brown turkey gravy, I like to keep it on the thin side but not watery. Now I'm going to reduce the heat and I'm going to strain our sauce. Now we're going to take this sauce and we're going to run it right through our strainer. After your sauce is strained, what I like to do is then add a couple simple little herbs. I have some rosemary and a little bit of fresh sage just to finish the sauce off. At that point, stir it up, and there you have it. Traditional home-style gravy, just like Grandma used to make. What we're going to be making is a dressing today. It's a clementine or tangerine yogurt dressing, and I'm going to show you how to do it. The main part of this recipe uses tangerines or clementines when they come in season. What we're going to do is we're going to take a section and just barely cut off the inside part, and then we're going to get rid of all these little seeds that are inside here. Make sure all the seeds are gone, okay? And that's going to form the basis for our salad dressing. I've taken some sections and I'm going to put them right here into our blender. Next, I'm going to add a couple other ingredients. I'm going to add a little bit of mustard, a little Dijon mustard. This will act as an emulsifier when we're making our dressing. Blenderize this up a little bit. What I like to do is take a fresh lemon. Make sure I get rid of the seeds. Then I'm going to squeeze in some fresh lemon right into our recipe, right into our dressing. Add a little acidity to the dressing and kind of make the flavor come alive. Next step, I have fresh chives. And I'm just going to add these right into our dressing, just like that. A little bit of fresh parsley. And I have some non-fat plain yogurt. I'm going to put that right into our recipe. This is going to make it creamy without adding any extra fat. As this blenderizes, it's combining all those ingredients with a simple emulsion. The last step we're going to use is a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. And I'm just going to pulse this as I slowly add a little olive oil. A little cracked black pepper. A little squeeze of some honey. Just add a little sweetness to it. We're just going to just lightly drizzle it on top of the salad. And there you have it. Salad of mixed baby greens, dried cranberries, and toasted pumpkin seeds with our tangerine yogurt dressing. I'm Chef Tom. By making it yourself, you can control the ingredients, the fat, and the sodium. Allow your imagination to run wild.
Well, there you have it. Great tips and delicious recipes to help you start new healthy traditions at your holiday table. From Stop and Shop on Route 37 East in Toms River, I'm Dom Elagia.
Thanks for joining us today. For everyone here on The Best Years, remember to make this year your best year. I'm Sandy Levine.